You can hear a car. Oh, you win a prize. You win a prize too. What about your buddy? What does he want for Christmas? About some 556. Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough to be doing it to. I'm Bushka, and today's video is about vehicles, or specifically one little vehicle that just wouldn't quit. That's the UAZ that we pick up just the other side of Novo Crates. This is my mate Snake. He's driving this boat, and I don't know where he's going. He said, Bushka, jump in the boat. I did, and then I'm like, mate, we could have run to Novo Crates. We were landing just on the edge of the dock. Why are we going? No, don't worry. Whatever, Snakey. I don't care. Just get me there. Just drop me off. I don't feel comfortable being in a closed space with you. This is about the little UAZ that could. And the reason I want to make this video is if you watch the Star Challenge, you would know that a lot of the Asian teams specifically, they build strategies around their vehicles. They really do. They build strategies around their cars and they take them to the final circle. They set them up in little compounds. They give themselves little circled up wagons so that they've got an emplacement to fight from. And that's something that I've always been a big fan of. It's something that I put in my gameplay all the time, especially when I'm running in squads. But Snake and I were in a duo. So what we did was we dragged this little UAZ around all over the map, and it basically won us the final circle. It got us across a very wide open field to an incredibly rough position. It also got us to this little house here before the bad guys, and we were able to wipe the Japanese tilt there very comfortably. I think there's another one over here which we're going to get squared away with, and then we're going to progress on through the map. One of the big things about running a car in these kind of games is that you can use it to run the edge of the circle. 2 versus 4 are not great odds, so if you want to run it to the edge of the circle and then work your way in from there, you can, and it's a really safe strat. And if you do it at the right time, you can end up with a whole lot of people running through you, and you get to pick them off as you go. And there we go. I knew there was another person sneaking around there. I don't know if he's actually on their team or not, but I did get a general disturbance in the force that there was someone hanging about there doing nasty things. And you can see this a little bit further along. I'm highlighting to Snakey where I can expect to see some nasty people. And because we're in a car, we're not crossing open fields in front of the bad guys. And that's a great thing. And you're going to see up ahead of us, there is a duo, much like us, crossing over. I'm going to spot them very quickly, manage to knock one over, take a big right hook, hit up the top of this ridge line, turn around, and just mini 14 the pants off them. And really, the difference between that duo and us, apart from me having a fantastic Russian sex machine in the co-pilot seat, is that we were in a car. Getting a hold of a vehicle and running it carefully through the zones is a massive tactical advantage, and it's something you should be shoving into your own gameplay. The zone kept contracting, and it kept making us move, but unlike those poor buggers there, we were not on our feet. We were looking around, and I'm going to let you run the rest of this game all the way through, and I'm just going to talk about some of the stuff that's going on here. I don't want to go in between squads. I want to go to the edges of the zone, even if that means I've got to contest that section. My thought process is this: if I've got to fight someone to win it, and pretty much every place has people in it, then I may as well go to the place where if I win the fight, I'm the safest. For me, that's this position here just under the bridge. And I've pulled in here, Snake and I have jumped out. There are people in the gas station or the servo across the road. If you're an Aussie, you call it a servo. And Snake and I are going to do the hammer and the anvil thing. I am going to be the hammer. I'm going to push this bloke who's up the top here, give him a couple of taps, and he's going to run down there into the snake. And the snake is going to be the anvil that I break him upon. That's absolutely brilliant. And then we move back around here. Now, one thing to note is I am very, very conscious of where the zone is and where our car is. As the zone shrinks down, a lot of people disregard their vehicles. The reason is they think, well, the zone's smaller, I can get around, plus no one will be able to hear me. As you get towards the end of the zone, it's Darwinian. It's the theory of evolution. You get more people in the end of the zone generally that know what they're doing and that can be trusted to not make massive mistakes. And if you get into that kind of a situation without a vehicle and you've got to go across a wide open field, they will exact a full measure of devotion from you to get to the other side of that field. And generally that means you're going to get smacked. So I'm telling Snakey, just hang on, mate. Let's wait and see where this zone goes. We've got a car. There's no need for us to rush. We've cleared the guys that were down here where I really wanted to be. We're very safe from the back. There's no one coming across at us from military base or from the ocean. All we've got to do is get a friendly circle and we'll be fine. Which of course means you're not getting a friendly circle anytime soon, buddy. The circle actually moves just ahead. Now see where that house is. It is just inside the zone. It's quite a well-known landmark, that house. Snake starts running off. I'm like, Snake, get in the damn car, you grub. We are not going to be going into that circle on foot. And the reason being that if it goes to the service station or it goes to the house, we are going to have to come across a massively wide area. Now, I'm going to drive the car. I'm like, Snakey, get back here, get back here. We're getting in this car and we're going to take the car with us. He's like, Bush, come on. It's only a tiny circle. We'll run. I'm like, get in the car. Get in the damn car. We're leaving. If you don't get out now, you're going to have to stay at Grandpa's house overnight. And you know that he snores. So get in the car. I go and pick Snake up. And I know because Snake's not dead that there is no one else up here. And I'm going to ram the car into the edge of the house up here. It's only like 100 meters. But it's so important that we keep a hold of this vehicle because until you know where the circle is, you are absolutely at the whim of the circle. Now I can hear that there's gunfire behind us towards the service station to our north. There's a set of footsteps upstairs. I only hear the one set of footprints. I only see the one set of footprints. I'm thinking he's probably solo, and I just gren the crap out of that middle balcony. Lo and behold, first gren absolutely gobsmacks him dead center, and we clear him. And this house is now ours. Great, as long as we get the circle. And you're thinking, well, the house isn't actually in the zone, but it is. There's about a meter of this house still in the zone, and I've got a car. So if the circle goes across the way to that service station, and we've got to go and engage, we are going to rev the pants off this engine and make some bad decisions. Now, the guy that was in this house was doing the right thing, but he just got a little bit unlucky. Two of us pushed up on him. He had to cover the zone. He had people on both sides. Couldn't go on the roof. That's what you get. Get that on the big jobs. And here we go. That's that last meter is in the zone. And lo and behold, the zone has absolutely shagged us. Now, I'm going to hit this guy as he crosses over. That's one tag, but it's not enough. I know there's 5 people left. We've still got a vehicle. We've dragged this UAZ with us all the way from Novo crates. We've refueled it. We've kept it. We've not missed a beat with it. It is going to be our savior in our time of need. Now, I am on record many times as saying, when you have no good decisions left to make, at least make the bad ones fast. I drag Snake inside the car again. We do our boosting. We get ready. And we're going to have a little bit of a monster show here. I am very, very ready for this. I'm pumped up. I've got a Beryl M762. I make sure Snake knows that this is it. This is for all the chocolate rations. And we are now going to just boost across this wide open space between Servo and us and go ham in the garage. Now, Snake tells me they're in the garage. I immediately run in there, and I'm trying to run the first guy over. As you can see, I miss him, but we don't miss him with the M762. Here we go. Thank you, little UAZ. You got us here, and now all I've got to do is win the gunfight, and it's a chicken dinner. Sounds easy. It's not, but it came out and worked anyway. Let's have a look at that again. I'm going to just flog this UAZ. That is across about 250 meters of open ground. Any other time, we would be dead. These guys would have shredded us on the way. They were sitting pretty in the circle. Snake, the fantastic bullet sponge that he is, does all the work. And I just managed to cleanse the world of the last two. Great game, great fun. And a lot of that was our great little UAZ. Don't forget your vehicles, guys. They will win you games. If you're running around solo, you want to crawl around in the grass, be a stealthy king, you do that. But if I'm in a squad match, solo versus squad, 2 versus 4, 4 versus 4, I want something that's going to let me get across those nasty places nice and fast. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out more of my content, I have a YouTube channel called The Bushka. It does a lot of PUBG videos and streams a lot of the time. And remember to like this channel, subscribe to it. If you want to download the game, there is a link in the description below. And yeah, just generally be nice to other people, eat your veg, and look after your mum. Until next time, stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.